This is our brand new cage that we've got for our 3 youngest rats to go into. This is the Savic Zeno 2 cage, and this came from Zooplus, an excellent price, just $59.99, much cheaper than I've seen it anywhere else. It's what they call a knockdown cage, so it comes in pieces and you have to build it yourself. But this type of cage is very easy to build. It's just slotting parts in, and Savic's made it really easy for you because on the roof section they have put the sidebars and the pins already connected, so that is half the trouble, getting those onto the top part of the cage. So it only has one door at the front, but it's a decent sized door with a nice clip, which I'll show you when it's already built. Nice deep base. I'm a little bit disappointed it only came in black. I would have liked grey to match the others, or a nice colour, but it does have a lovely bright pink shelf, which you can't buy those. I've never seen the pink shelves anywhere, only the blue Savic shelves, so that's really nice for the girls. The only one thing on the base, I'm really puzzled about what this is. I've never seen a little raised bit on the base of any of my other cages, and I'm pretty certain if you've got chewing rats they're going to chew at that. So I think a deep layer of substrate bedding over that bit will be very good, or place a toy or something over the top of it, because my young ones aren't too bad at biting. But if it would be my previous young rats, my ones that are now 1 year old, they would have chewed that away in no time, and I would have been worried whether they were going to go through the base. But it seems quite sturdy, and I think it's going to be just a really nice cage for them. So I have got 2 people who are going to build it. Really, you could almost do this on your own, but because of the height of it, the bars, it will be easier to have 2 people just to hold it steady while you slot all the side and the back and front pieces onto this roof bit. So that's our new cage. I'm replacing the Furet because Dawn and Miranda were the last 2 rats that used the Furet cage. I'd never been particularly happy with it because I couldn't open the front door of it. It was very, very difficult. You needed 2 hands, and even with 2 hands it was a really tricky catch. But the nice thing about the Furet was the whole of the roof did open up, so it was easy access through the roof of the cage. Now this one, you've only got 1 door on the front, but I say it's very easy opening clip, which I'll show you when the cage is built. But this is a cage I recommended to one of my subscribers, Ratty's Wonderland, when he was looking for a cage. And I said this is the cage I would buy if I ever needed a new one, not thinking that we would need a new cage. But however, we got the Furet out for the babies to move into a couple of weeks ago, and although it had been washed and dried, there were some parts on the bars that we knew that the coating had come off the bars in certain places where we'd hung hammocks and things. The coating didn't last like it has done on the Jenny cage. And unfortunately there was some rust which we couldn't remove, and there's no way we're going to put rats into a cage with rust. But as we did try to remove the rust, one of the clips just completely broke away. It was rusted through, so that cage was actually a really bad buy. It only lasted 2 years, because my Jenny cage is now coming up for 8 years old. My original Jenny, we actually sold the second Jenny that we bought. I didn't like because of the access doors, and we actually sold that when we got the big Savic, the Sweet Royal, Royal Sweet 95 cage. So I wouldn't have wanted to use that for the babies anyway, because the access doors were too small for me. So lovely, lovely new cage for them, and we're going to get that all organised, and then when it's all put together we're going to move the babies in and film them. So we'll be back soon with the babies going into their new cage with Dawny, because this cage is big enough for Dawn. We've just got to make it nice and safe for her so she doesn't fall, the same as the babies. So lots of hammocks and platforms, so we're going to be busy tonight.